All right, I guess we live now.
Let's
So,
go.
so we just here to talk about all the transgressions in sports this week. A lot of things happen. Oh, matter of fact, let's start off with the Kareem Hunt stuff. I forgot that did happen since we did a pod last. So
Yeah, man. Yeah.
yeah, so let's start off with that. So, what's your thoughts on the Kareem Hunt, like everything that happened?
I'm honestly just disappointed, man, because, like, this is a real issue in the football community, though. Like, this is not just no one off spurts. These niggas are really abusive, though. Like, they have no issue putting their hands on women, for real, for real. And because they take so much trauma and shit and they play a physical ass sport that they gotta be focused on a daily basis, that affect how they react in everyday life though. Like, now I understand the lady could have said some shit to him that could have triggered some shit, but you can't put your hands on her, man. Like, you gotta learn from the people around you. And then on top of that, you were running back after another running back, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago, go through the same thing. It's just like, it's just messed up. And then it's like they cut him because he didn't tell the truth. So if he did tell the truth, would he still be on the team? It's just a lot of different variables with that. Like, and then another thing is like, this shit happened in February. Why is we just now seeing the video?
Yeah, and you got the fact that his teammate Tariq Hill, the Chiefs took a lot of shit when John Dorsey signed Tariq Hill to actually play, and I mean to play for the Chiefs, and they drafted him. They drafted him in the fifth round. As we see, he was probably like a top 25 talent,
Yeah,
maybe
most definitely.
in that draft. So like they took a lot of shit there. So they have to have like a no tolerance on they have to have a no tolerance on what domestic violence. Like they have no choice. Like it has to be that way. So it's like I can't fault the Chiefs for what they did. I don't think so. In the video, it's a problem. It's problematic. See, my biggest problem with what he did is when they held him back, he had the chance to just be like, "All right, it's over." Bro, I don't think he gets. I don't think he probably still gonna get suspended from the beginning of the video, but he ain't gonna get kicked like cut from the team after he did whatever. After he got held back and blocked locked three people down trying to hold him back, and ended up like getting into some hard, getting more back into her, kicking her and shit like that dumbass kick.
Yeah.
That's what got his dumbass suspended and kicked off the team. Like I don't know. I had heard about this incident though. I'm pretty sure this incident happened at a coworker that I worked with at CSU, he actually ballets at the Line downtown in Cleveland. And
Mm.
I'm pretty sure this is the incident that he was talking. He was like, "Yeah, there's an incident between like Chiefs players, but they like hid the video." So like this has been like people knew about this for a while now, and it's just funny that it's just now getting out. You got you got the media just it's just like you knew this was gonna be like media fanfare, like they was gonna jump on it. And it's like the Chiefs, like Hunt, you have to put yourself in better predicaments. Like
Facts.
if you go being like this is why I don't blame like certain athletes for like when they like pay for women. Like because like in this instance, like I guess it was something where he was trying to get his friend to sleep with the girl and she didn't want to do it. But like if it comes down to that, it's not that serious. Just let it go. Like the dude ain't get no pussy that night. It's other nights. Like y'all in Cleveland.
Right.
Go outside and pick up a random white girl. There's plenty of them down in that area. So like I
Right.
don't know. It's just a sad situation to see somebody from Cleveland make it to the NFL and then they get their shit taken away.
And then you gotta know who waiting in the wings. Not saying that they had anything to do with this, but you know who waiting in the wings.
The Patriots,
The New England Patriots, man. Waiting for
yeah,
some shit like this to happen to a team.
I could definitely see. them picking him up next year and them going 14-2 with him as the starting running back. They already got Josh Gordon. It's like we already don't got no morals for real. We had Aaron Hernandez. Fuck it. We might as well just go back to the sewer.
It's so crazy because like it's coming down to the end of the season, playoff time coming, and for some reason I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I felt like some big news was gonna come that was gonna impact the season. Like that day when I got the alert, I was just like, damn, I didn't expect it, but it was just like I just felt like something was gonna happen that was gonna shift it, like kind of shift the balance of the league a little bit. And hey,
yeah, but see, this the thing though. I don't think it's gonna shift the league that much because I don't think that what you call it want to pass run the ball anyway, and they got Spencer Ware. He's good enough to where he can get the running yards that they need. They just gonna have to do more with Tyreek Hill. Like you're gonna see even more with Tyreek Hill in the backfield, and they use a Sammy Watkins when he get back healthy on reverses and things of that nature. So I think they're gonna be able to incorporate the weapons that they still got.
And they ain't gotta pay.
Right, exactly. So you might see some familiar name come out of retirement to go play for them. Somebody like a Reggie Bush, if he still like want to play in the NFL or something like that. Like be on the lookout for the Chiefs with a sneaky signing at the end of this year because they still have the roster spot, and they can probably use his money that they was going to pay him for the rest of the season. Use his money to like pay for a player. And look at Darren Sproles still scoring touchdowns, man.
Darren Sproles is one of the best fantasy players I ever had.
He's literally been in the NFL forever, ever. He started off on the Chargers. I never thought he would still be in the NFL.
He one of them old niggas that you race in the hood and they still fast.
Yeah, like all right, come on, young whippersnapper, and just smoke your dumb ass.
Take his shoes off and racing his socks.
Yeah, but yeah, we hope that Kareem Hunt actually gets another chance. Like they don't blackball him totally. Like maybe he really needs to show that he's like remorseful and everything. But I don't think it's going to be a Ray Rice situation for two reasons. One, because he's much younger.
Yeah.
Ray Rice was on that age where a running back could go either way, and he was also fall forward game. He was getting to the point in his career where it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, so, 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons. And two, he didn't really make contact with the girl in the way that Ray Rice did. Like what people saw Ray Rice did, that was just a little too brutal to like come back from.
And that's a real life domestic violence shit. Like he hit his wife.
Yeah, so like that made people think like, damn, has he done this before and things of that nature. So like that's why that's the problem with that was more of the problem with Ray Rice. It was everything around it plus it was too many like negatives in that situation. With Kareem Hunt, I think he could get around this. He could just take his suspension, maybe take 1 year off and then get back into it. So yeah, I don't think we see the last of Kareem Hunt.
No, he's definitely not done. Somebody gonna definitely take a chance on him.
Yeah.
Definitely take a chance on him. You just got young players gotta learn from this, man. Learn how to keep your cool, man.
Yeah.
And get you a team. Get you a team if you need to slap somebody up. Let them niggas do that shit. And you got the money to pay for the cases and shit like that. If you gonna get like that, I ain't condoning it, but like if you do gotta bust a move, you gotta bust a move, but you gotta learn how to just use better judgment. Like, nothing that woman could have said could have made you that mad where you wanted to hit her, though. You was just salty because she turned you down.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you're gonna go that route, then it just you don't ever need to go that route, especially in a public place. Like you're in a hotel, like you had to know that it was cameras everywhere. Somebody was going to catch this on camera, and I feel like it's another problem with the police. Like if the police actually charged him, then he would have been in a much better situation. Like he would have got suspended at the beginning of the season. He'd have
Right.
just got
Everybody
a
found
suspension.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody would have found out, and it would have been good. Like he wouldn't have been had to deal with like the backlash of it happening like at the end of the season or happening after the fact. Like, oh, it's strange.
Yeah, lesson learned, man. That's all it can be for real.
Yeah, to all our future like to all our little homies or anybody that we know that's in athletics and that's potentially could make it to the league. Please, 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 please don't get in no domestic violence situations, man. Because they want to throw the hammer down on you. They ready to throw the gavel at you.
They ready to treat you like you're an animal.
Right, exactly. That because that's how they really think of you. They think of you as an animal. So don't even put yourself in that position.
Yeah, definitely don't. Yeah, that's all it can be, man. Lesson learned, man. I'm pretty sure he's sick right now, but he'll be alright.
Yeah. So all right, that's enough on the Kareem Hunt. Let's get to the good side uh of football. We had some pretty interesting games that happened yesterday. That that I feel like we learned a lot about certain teams. I want to go to Chargers Steelers. That was the most interesting game to me yesterday.
Hey,
Watched that
man.
whole game. Totally shocked, sitting here like, how the hell did they let the Chargers come back? And who the hell is this running back they got out there? Like, dude was an animal for real.
The Chargers is always underrated, but it's like they always underrated, but they always got high expectations. Like this year, I felt like they didn't have no expectations on them. So like Phillip Rivers was really just going out playing his game for real. And then Pittsburgh, like Pittsburgh ain't the same Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the same. That ain't the same team. That ain't the same defense. It ain't the same Big Ben. It ain't the shit ain't the same no more. So they going through their ups and downs as well. I don't know how long Mike Tomlin gonna be there.
They would be fools to fire Mike Tomlin.
I feel like he getting fed up though. I don't feel like it's a thing like they want to fire him. I just feel like he getting fed up. Like, or he just need, or Big Ben just need to go ahead and go, so that they can just start a new era. Like, I feel like they still stuck in that same, like they about to play the Ravens in the AFC Championship again. Like, it's not the same thing. Like, you got AB, Juju, y'all airing it out for real, for real. Y'all don't really got no defense. So like, just go to that though. Like, don't try to stick to like y'all not the same team no more. You gotta keep development and shit like that. But I think it's just cause it's like it's almost like Dirk in Dallas. It's like you never gonna be able to really, even though Big Ben's still producing, it's like you never gonna really fully get into that era where you really behind your young guys until all the older guys is gone. I mean, that's the thing. They gotta find them a quarterback, so they trying to hold out till then. But AFC North is not the strongest division right now, so they always got a chance.
Yeah,
It's just when they get up against that top competition, is how they gonna act. So I'm interested to see. I like the Chargers though. I like the coach. I like Phillip Rivers. Keenan Allen has always been a beast. I like the young boy on defense, James.
oh yeah, he's a monster, man.
He good. I like him. Melvin Gordon when he healthy. And I mean they got a solid squad for real, for real. I just think they always crumble under the expectations and them supposed to be like a real life contender. this year I feel like they ain't really had that much expectation, so they just really playing free, and that's how you come out and make a comeback like that.
Yeah, so my thoughts on the Steelers. It's crazy because I can still see the Steelers in the Super Bowl. They one of the hot and cold teams. Like they can get in the playoffs and get on a run and just dominate. But then they can get in the playoffs and they can lose the first game and get blown out like they did last year with Jacksonville, and then have to come back all game. Like it's weird. The Pittsburgh, and I can see the same thing with the Chargers. Like I can see the Chargers coming in as a 5 seed, playing in Texas, beating the Texans, then playing the Chiefs and beating the Chiefs. I can't see them beating the Patriots because I just feel like they make too many mental errors, like at the wrong times. But like I can see them beating Mark Sanchez.
How is he even still in the league, though?
I really don't understand how Mark Sanchez is out here starting the game in the NFL in 2018 when the butt fumble happened like 5 years ago.
Yeah, like that should have ended his career, honestly. That's just like that gotta be that gotta be worse than any other embarrassing moment in football history. You ran to a nigga ass and fumbled.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. I used to fuck with Mark Sanchez though when they was going to the AFC Championship. I liked that Jets team though.
Yeah, they had
Patriots.
They had some real good players. They had Reeves at his prime. Cromartie in there.
Bart
Scott, crazy ass.
That defense was solid though. That defense was crazy good. And then they used to come in and my nigga Braylon Edwards and who was they had? They had Santonio Holmes for a minute.
Yeah, Santonio Holmes. Who was their running backs? They had good running backs, I feel like.
They had LT for a second.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Who was that? They had LT, but they had another running back too.
I feel like it was like one
nigga. He wore.
They had Jones, Thomas Jones. No, or was it Julie? No, they had Thomas Jones for sure. And let's see who was the. This is actually
one nigga, the short kind of like receiving back, number 29. Powell.
No, it wasn't Powell. It was. I think was it the dude that just got shot?
This nigga just got shot.
No, like that got killed in Louisiana, running back. He got killed in like a road rage incident.
Dang. I ain't hip. I have to look into that.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, but it was pretty good. They just couldn't get over the hump due to the quarterback play. So
I don't even think it was the quarterback play.
And Rex Ryan's coach.
Oh, Sean Green. That's who it was. And Joe McKnight is the one that got killed.
Oh, yeah. Joe McKnight is the dude that had the injury at USC, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, damn. He had a crazy life.
Yeah. A real crazy life. Yep. Thomas Jones was the running back on the first one. The first team that went to the AFC Championship game.
Thomas Jones. He was their running back for a long ass time.
Yeah. He's like a
something like that.
No, he definitely got some 1,000-yard seasons. He's like a real established actor now though. Like
yeah, I've been seeing him and shit. I've been wondering like he's been playing a lot of gangster roles.
But he was in Big Mary Jane though. It's funny enough. I was watching it with my girl and she was like, "Oh shit, that's Thomas Jones."
Yeah, man. I remember I first seen that nigga in a music video.
Oh yeah, he's definitely love interest 1.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, what else games was on yesterday? I was decent.
Did you let's see what else? Did you see any of the did you see any of what's that game? Chiefs Raiders? Did you see any of that? Did you
No, I didn't. I try to stay away from the Raiders.
Let's talk about John Gruden though, like how he just like he made the most finesse move of all time.
John Gruden keep getting them checks for one. For two, he made a shrewd business move, and I just let you know when these fans be clamoring over these retired coaches and they don't want to come back. That's why they don't want to come back.
Right. They need to let these retired coaches stay retired.
Cause they motherfucking ass, they don't want to do shit. Like, and then on top of that, like they still think it's 0-2
Yeah.
coaching style. Like, no, man, you gotta change your coaching style. You traded away, first of all, you traded away the defensive player of the year, which I don't understand why. Like that moved your team from a potential that threw the whole chemistry of the team off. Like,
Yeah.
you trade the best player, Amari Cooper, Fias out. He was unhappy. Derek Carr, I guess, ain't what he was supposed to be, but he ain't really bad. It's just John Gruden's system. Like,
He's gonna get traded. I can't see them sticking with him moving to LA with him. He's gonna get traded, and they're gonna go in and they're gonna try to draft that dude from Oregon and bring him in as they quarterback for next year. If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I call them and see what they want for Derek Carr. Cause like,
oh, that would be a good move. That would definitely be a good move. Anything is an upgrade from Blake Bortles. I don't know why they paid him.
Sangster, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah. I heard what y'all was saying about Derek Carr, man. Yeah, that Jacksonville move had to be the perfect landing, man. They got some weapons for real.
They gonna have a high pick.
Man, that'll be a good move. As long as they don't give up too much for him, I think that'll be a good move for him.
Yeah, if I'm them, I give up like a first round pick, and that's it. Like I give them a 1 for Derek Carr.
A 1?
Yeah, give them a 1, and then they keep their second round pick, which is gonna be like 34, 35 or something like that. It's gonna be real high.
Shit,
Did Oakland pay Derek Carr?
You said what?
Did Oakland pay Derek Carr?
Yeah, he get like 20 mil, but that's running the mill for any quarterback. So you should be able to absorb that.
I'll give him a 2.
I'd rather take a chance on Haskins than give him a 1.
They might not be able to get. Well, no, I don't know. I feel like if Haskins do come out, I feel like all these quarterbacks, it's gonna happen. Like it happen every year. People be like, "Oh, we down on this draft class. We don't know about these quarterbacks," and then they all go in the top 5. I feel like it's gonna happen the same thing. You're gonna have the Giants gonna be up there. They're gonna end up having to trade up and get a quarterback because they need a quarterback desperately. I know people like happy about what Eli been doing toward the end of the season, but it still ain't enough. The weapons that he got, they should be averaging 35 points per game.
Hey, Eli been looking disinterested for 10 years.
Y'all got to see what Kyle Louetta do, man.
Oh,
they might play him at the end of the season. He was the All-Star MVP. Ain't no slouch. He just went to a small school, man. They got to see what he do first before they go out and take another quarterback.
So I've actually heard other people say this about Kyle Louetta, but didn't he just get it like a roll? Like, didn't he just do some dumb shit like get on a high speed chase with the police or something like that?
It was something like that. But
oh yeah.
Then again, I don't know what exactly happened with Baker Mayfield, but he got in trouble with.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Too. They had that goofy ass video
of him running and getting slammed on his shit.
Yeah,
getting 0.5 yards away.
Speaking of Baker Mayfield, what y'all think about them comments he made about Hugh Jackson?
Which comments exactly? You talking about him just saying he was fake or whatever?
Yeah, him saying he was fake and shit, and saying he don't get up to coach every day or some shit like that.
Well, I don't know, man. I really don't have too much to say on that topic because on one end, he got fired.
Right.
But on the other end, like, you was just with these niggas for 2 years.
Right.
And now you going over to the op.
Yeah, right back to the ops.
Yeah. So it's, I really can't say too much because I don't know what I would do in that situation. So it is what it is.
So I heard the take that I agreed with. I do think he's still mad that that
That he started
That he,
Tyrod.
yeah,
that he started Tyrod over him, proved enough in the preseason,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I can't be mad at because he
That's,
was amazing in the preseason.
that's a good point. I mean, he wouldn't even give him a chance. Like if you go back and you look at what happened with the Seahawks and Russell Wilson and Matt Flynn, you know, everybody thought Matt Flynn was going to be the starter. It was pretty much the same situation. They brought Matt Flynn in with the from the Green Bay, and they gave him this nice little contract. And then it turned out that a third round pick beat him out for the starting job. Like you got to let them boys come in and compete. You can't just be handing over jobs like that, man.
Yeah, that's true. And then because Tyrod ended up fizzling out, I don't know, his mind wasn't right or something. I guess he just felt like he knew what was coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's just man. You can't do that, man. I mean, I really like Tyrod coming in. I thought Tyrod was gonna hold the job down for a year. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was. I didn't think he was gonna do nearly as bad as he did. I mean, because you look at that Buffalo roster, man, they ain't had no receivers over.
Their best receiver was Zay Jones.
Zay Jones and was it Kelvin Benjamin, who had a good first year, and then
he ate himself out there. He like Eddie Lacy. Him and Eddie Lacy need to be best friends.
He should be a tight end or a DN or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, that roster was just so bad. And then you just look how he wasn't turning the ball over. Like he wasn't throwing that many touchdowns, but at the same time, he wasn't turning the ball over. So he was a good game manager. So I thought once you put some weapons around him, you put Jarvis Landry, Josh Gordon, he'd be, doing some good things. But he looked bad out there, man.
So two things. One, we got fucked by Josh Gordon for another season. That's why I'm glad we traded him. We got fucked by him 6 seasons in a row. So no thanks.
Yeah, I was done with him too.
I was done with him, but at the same time, I still ain't want to let go, man, because I knew this shit would happen. What's happening right now? I mean, he don't look like the old Josh Gordon, but he still look like a really good player, man.
He make that one play a game where it's like, oh, I see it still.
Yeah.
Like,
but look,
it's still there.
In order for him to make that one play a game, he had to get out of Cleveland, though. It was no way he was going to be successful in Cleveland. Like,
I think he would have a better season with Baker Mayfield than Tom Brady. Tom Brady looking like
it's that time.
Man. He looking like a 40-year-old right now.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady was gonna eventually hit that slide for sure. He ain't gonna play. He thought he was gonna play till he was 45.
Yeah. Other things coming, boy.
Manning thought the same thing, and then his arm just died on him.
That's crazy. Manning, he had his best season, then turned around and had his worst season ever.
Yeah.
So Father Time, undefeated, boy.
And the other thing about Josh Gordon though is he fucked us, and I just think the play caller and the coaching in the beginning of the season just wasn't like good enough. Like,
yeah, I agree.
That's the reason why I think they fucked Tyrod and Baker at the beginning of the season. It wasn't just like either or. Like, I think Tyrod will be good when he get back starting again, but I never liked the play calls. They never used all the weapons that we had. Like, we never did no reverses. All these teams doing screens to, like, their best players. Like, Callaway got all his speed. As we see, he may catch the ball, but he's still explosive enough. And we just wasn't using these players to the best of their ability. Now you see, like, these players, we have weapons. Like, the Texans had to double team Njoku all game just to stop him from going off. Like, they double teamed him. They took him out the game, like, till we got to.
Yeah.
So, like I just didn't think the game plan was good enough at the beginning of the season. That's why it made Tyrod look worse than what he was. Had to, like, make plays.
that's why the coaching staff is so important. Like, 'cause that's what I was trying to tell my cousin, because he was trying to say, like, well, I was trying to tell him, like, yeah, if you only won 2 games in 2 years, bro, like, that's unacceptable. He blaming it, like, which I understand. He talking, like, basically, like, the front office. Like, basically, the culture is terrible from the top to the bottom. So it's no, like, basically, the niggas is doomed. But I'm trying to tell him, like, if you can't put together 2 game plans, 2-3 game plans a year to beat a couple teams, like, you're not, like, you gotta go. Like, you can't rally your team to get you a couple games, man. Like, you gotta go. Like, you can't recognize if you can't simply sit back and watch film and recognize mismatches that you got for your own team and put your players in the right position, what is you coaching for? Like, that's basic coaching. Like, you can't do that. You gotta go, man. And Hugh was just lacking. Like, his whole coaching system was bad. Like, he arguing with the offensive coordinator. He want to rest everybody. He don't want to make them practice. It's just like, what you gonna do? Like, the culture is terrible. He had to go. Like, he was gonna, if he would have stayed, he would have stunted Baker Mayfield growth, which we don't need that. So he gotta go. He was gonna start his growth because them niggas is not gonna. They wasn't gonna get along.
Nope. Man,
Yeah,
he probably the worst coach we've had. Either him or
I can't believe you was arguing that. Pat Shermer was the worst coach that we had. No, it was Hugh by a lot.
No, actually, man, Eric Mangini, man.
He wasn't bad, man.
He was bad, but he wasn't the worst. I wasn't really arguing.
Terrible.
I wasn't really arguing Pat Shermer. It was just he was just like he was the bottom 2, and I just agree with everybody was saying. And majority of that poll, I had like damn near 1,000 votes because I had one of those big Cleveland Twitter dudes retweeted. It ended up being like 1,000 votes, and I think 60%, no, more than that, probably about 70% said Hugh Jackson. And at first, I was like, waiting until after the season. I should have asked this after the season.
Oh no, his shit going. But he might get 90.
It would have ended up being 80 or 90%.
Yeah.
So,
what y'all think about Mike McCarthy? It looks like he probably gonna be our next head coach.
I'd rather have Bruce Arians, man.
I think I would rather have Bruce Arians too, but just his age and health kind of like scares me a little bit. You know, I want continuity, so I don't see him staying longer than 3 years.
You know why I didn't think about that. He probably is not gonna stay for that long. I'm like disappointed that he didn't get a chance to be a head coach until so late. Like, I feel like he could have been a head coach 10 years before he was and been good. Like, he did a lot with nothing in Arizona. They had nothing for real. Good defense, but them offenses were not it. Like, it was Larry Fitzgerald and a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
And they were going to the playoffs. They beat Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game.
Hey, don't forget my nigga John Brown, man. Put some respect on my
Oh, yeah, John Brown. I actually do like John Brown a lot.
John Brown.
Yeah, the Ravens receiver. Now Ravens receiver.
Oh, you talking about when you was with the Cardinals. Okay. Yeah, I thought you was talking about a coach.
No.
But yeah, John Brown, the receiver who's now with the Ravens, and
yeah, I like him. He's like more athletic than he looked. Like, you wouldn't think that he'd be able to make some of the catches that he makes, but he's actually pretty athletic.
Good hands, fast as shit.
Yeah.
That whole receiving core is just like a whole bunch of second receivers on the team.
You talking about Baltimore?
Yeah, it's like
Baltimore love going after number 2 receivers: Macklin, Crabtree, John Brown.
Willie. I mean, what's his name?
Willie Snead.
Willie Snead. All second receivers.
Yeah, that's what the Browns is right now. Landry, Callaway, Higgins, all 3 of them would be perfect if they were your second receiver. Like, if you had Josh Gordon, our receiving core is probably the best receiving core, one of the best in the league. But we don't have an X. We need an X receiver in the worst way, and there's like no free agents to get this year.
Yeah, that sucks because man, we got so many needs. We got
too many.
We need offensive tackles. Now we need more DBs. We need another pass rusher.
I feel like we can get a lot of that in the draft though if we draft right, which I'm okay with John Dorsey drafting. But I don't think we
build that lineup though because we can't have that nigga getting hurt.
Yeah, we definitely need to get a left tackle. We probably gonna draft a left tackle first. I know it. We hate that as Browns fans because we so used to drafting offensive linemen first. But I think we is gonna draft a left tackle in the first round this year.
Yeah, I think so. That's what they should do. But I seen I don't think Baker was he sacked yesterday?
No, I don't think so.
I seen a stat that said he wasn't sacked. I don't correct or not.
No, I don't think he was sacked. He got pressured some, but it wasn't that. Our offensive line actually held up pretty decently considering who he was going against. I don't think our offensive line played bad at all that game.
Man, that game should have been closer than what it was. That
game
dropped.
Yeah, Callaway.
Goal line, and then that hold by
Greg Robinson, ain't that his name?
Greg Robinson.
Yeah, that Callaway fumble hurt me though. That's like took me out the game for real.
To be honest, I turned the game on, but I heard that we recovered an onside kick at the end.
Yeah, well, it did. It was too late though.
Yeah, I know, but if we would have scored on that Callaway play,
oh yeah,
who knows what would have happened.
That's why I'm not mad at where we at right now because I see we gonna get better. It just gotta put the right coach in place. Like it's imperative that they put the right coach in place, or it's not. It's just the shit gonna continue to just fall to the ground. Like they gotta get the right coach.
So did Denzel Ward get hurt again?
Yeah, he got a concussion.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Man, he get hurt every game.
Concussion, man. He ain't this like his second concussion this year?
I don't know.
I feel like he went out in like one of them games with like concussion like symptoms. If so, we need to be careful with him, man.
I feel bad for saying this, but I still stick to we should have took Chubb, man. He got 10 sacks already.
He's really good.
He got 10. Imagine him and Myles Garrett.
We'd have been.
That'd have been fearsome right there.
I feel worse about saying it because when I was in kindergarten, when I was living in East Cleveland, I went to an elementary school called Caledonia. Y'all heard of that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Caledonia. So I went to Caledonia, and Denzel Ward, his older brother, went there, and we was real close friends until.
Swear. Swear, I didn't know this story.
Yeah. Paul Ward, his older brother. He played at it's a D2 school, Ashland. He played at
okay.
And I went to Malone, and I seen him on the recruiting trip, and I thought about going to Ashland, but Malone, they offered me more money, so I ended up going there.
Yeah, Bookie was supposed to go to Ashland.
We were close friends, so I feel bad about saying stuff like that. Denzel, I think we should have took Chubb, but hey.
Chubb is a monster though. Like I didn't see the explosion in him when I was watching him like pre-draft, like watching his tapes and stuff. But like he just know how to get to the quarterback. Like some people like are just natural pass rushers and it don't matter. Like somebody else like that is like Calais Campbell. Like every year you look up, Calais Campbell got 12 sacks. It don't matter. It don't matter who we playing for. When he did 12 sacks.
Then you draft him, you put him in a good defensive system with a dominant pass rusher on the other end of him.
Yeah,
that's unstoppable.
But the other thing is he's playing in the 3-4 right now, so I don't know if that's benefiting him too.
Oh yeah,
4-3. But I don't know. I don't know if it would have mattered or not. Some players, most players, it do matter. But somebody of that caliber, he'll probably be able to just put his hand on the ground. So, who knows?
I'm also, if the Browns do draft defense, I wouldn't be mad if they put Ed Oliver in there and get Ed Oliver, Ogunjobi, and Miles Garrett. I think that defensive line is fearsome too.
Who primarily lines up next to Open Jovi?
They usually do Agba. Oh, you talking about at defensive tackle?
No, yeah, defensive tackle.
Shit, I don't know.
It's so bad that we don't even know.
I don't even know who the hell. Let's look that up. Who the hell is the Browns defensive tackle?
I remember they had this cat named Jamie Meter. He came from Ashland.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, he's probably the best player I've ever been on the same field with. This dude was a monster, man. I'm telling you, he did our center so dirty. He kept rewinding in the film like.
I know he was the center and film like, so he gonna make it to the
NFL. Exactly, that's exactly what he said. And we played against Jeff Janice too. He very deceiving speed.
So he fit the stereotype to a T, huh?
Yeah.
Trayvon Coley is the defensive tackle.
Who?
Trayvon Coley.
Oh my God.
What school he went to?
I have no idea. Let me look this up. I see him out there, but like I never see him make a play. Like, he one of the players that just he played, but he don't make a play. So like he went to. Did he from Dade County? He from down there. You better stop talking about this man.
I knew.
You have to run across him.
His last name Coley. I knew he was Florida.
6'2", 300 pounds. You don't want that on your life.
He went to Miami.
He went to Florida Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
FAU.
I was gonna say I was gonna get on Madden to see what his rating is, but I deleted that trash name off my site.
You finally done with Madden?
I told
Carson
you,
Wentz.
That shit, man. That game was the worst, man.
Carson Wentz, you cannot throw that interception.
My last game on Madden, my center hiked the ball 12 yards into the opposite direction. Shit.
Hell no, I'd have been mad as fuck.
I deleted it immediately. And I got on 2K after that. So for the first time in years.
You been playing that 2K, huh? You like it?
It's all right. It's just, man, the delay on Park is just too much.
Yeah, game do change a little bit.
Man.
So what?
Y'all get to talk about them college football rankings yet?
No, we can actually get to that and then come back to the NFL because we already talked about the things that I wanted to talk about in the NFL. Ain't nothing else really pressing. So
y'all already know how I feel about it.
You happy that you feel like they got it right? You know what?
I feel like they do got it right. I mean, they could have. To be honest, I feel like Georgia should have been in there.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think Georgia is better than Oklahoma.
I'm still pissed that they put Georgia
ahead of us. Hold on, I think one of y'all got y'all mic muted.
Oh, that's my bad. My lady, she called me.
But I don't know. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have put Oklahoma in there because, like, the Big 12, like, I don't know, man. It's just the competition in the SEC so steep. It's kind of hard when you're trying to gauge other teams because it's like Oklahoma the best team in the Big 12, but like Georgia would beat Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, Georgia beat the brakes off Oklahoma.
So it's like, damn, how would you gotta respect the Big 12 as a conference, but it's like at the same time you leaving out better games though, like because already know like Oklahoma ain't really about to jump in there and do nothing for real, where you could have put Georgia in there and it could have been a good ass game. So I don't know.
Possibly. I mean, if Jalen Hurts play, it'll probably be a closer game.
Yeah, I agree. Jalen Hurts he doesn't throw the ball well enough for me. Like I remember when I was talking to my grandfather about it, he's stupid for not leaving, but I'm like he'll be all right. He got what, one more year after this year? Like if he transfer, he can play for one more season.
I don't know, man. I don't even care to know.
He might end up down there by you. He might end up in Miami.
I don't. I mean, I think he should just convert his position already because he has like absolutely no shot at playing.
Zero.
Yeah, like
we had Jalen Hurts had the same.
You said what?
Same odds to play quarterback in.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen for him. He ain't big enough. Arm ain't good enough. Just
not accurate. Like he has all the worst traits.
And you already know Saban only playing him because he got to. All that beef they have, this nigga father and shit like that. So
yeah. I mean, I do like he did something that hardly anybody would do in his position. I mean, he could have transferred out, but he ended up sticking with him. So, I mean, you really got to love that school to do that.
Yeah, look at what Kelly Bryant, who had the same opportunity as he did, he bounced.
Where do you go?
He ain't picked yet. It's down in like North Carolina and like I don't know. It's weird. Let me look this up. It's like North Carolina and Louisville or some shit like that. Oh,
I'm sorry he got beat out by Sunshine, man.
He definitely. Hey, he's good though. Like
he was the number one quarterback coming out of his class, but he do look like Sunshine. But yeah, man, if Georgia would have made it in, like that would have been so crazy because the way they did Ohio State back in the year after we won the championship.
Yeah,
we had basically all the same players, and we lost to Michigan State because Zeke had staph infection. And
no, we lost to Michigan State because Jim Tressel gets into every Michigan State game and says, what can I fuck up today? Like he fucks up every Michigan State game. Like I don't understand like what it is between him and Michigan State. We're like 4-3 against them with him. Like he just don't, and we never beat them decisively.
You talking about Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer and Michigan State. Like I don't know what it is between them two. Like,
man, I don't know what it was, but all I know was Zeke couldn't walk that week, man. He couldn't walk that week. I don't think he could walk until like Friday or some crazy shit like that. And everybody was wondering why they didn't get him on the ball. But this came out after the game. Like I think he only had like 6 carries or something like that.
Oh.
So that's what happened. He was in the hospital the whole week, but it didn't come out until after.
You know what's crazy though? If that comes out before and like they actually like publicize it, they might have actually put us in because they're like, all right, we lost. They lost because they didn't have their best player.
Yeah, that's crazy. We should have been in it that year. We had all the same players. You cannot tell us we weren't the top 4 team.
The year I'm sorry about, I think it's 2012 when we played Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game, and we lost because dumbass Urban Meyer did that option play on 4th and 1, like a real not a read option, a regular option. Like that was one of the dumbest plays I remember. Like
I don't remember that game.
Y'all don't. Wow, you don't remember? I remember because I remember we was in the dorm and like hella people from Detroit is like Michigan State fans. So like all our homies from Detroit is rooting for Michigan State, and we lost that bullshit ass game. That was our second best team, I think, of this like era. It was Braxton Miller at his best. Like that year, Braxton Miller was like he could have probably went. He probably should have won the Heisman or came in like 2nd or 3rd that year.
Okay, who we had Carlos Hyde still, right?
Yep, we had Carlos Hyde still.
So that's the year Kenny Gallatin was coming in. He threw like 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, that year. I think that was. I want to say that was. We still had a good receiver, so we still had. Boy, they got drafted by the Jets. And let me look this.
Devin Smith.
Yeah, Devin Smith. Like
What
this
happened to
this
him?
is when I was young. He kept getting hurt, I believe, when he went to
He played for the Jets, I think.
Yeah.
he kept getting hurt. Okay, so 2012 is the year we couldn't make the playoffs. That's because we matter of fact, this might have been the best team we had. No, it was the next year.
No, there was no team better than that 2016 team, man. And that's the year we didn't make it. Because we had the same exact team, but everybody was a year older.
No, it's this team that I felt like. No, everybody was. You right. Everybody was your owner. That was the year that they didn't know which quarterback to start.
And
I
then
also blame him because he should have started Cardell Jones because Cardell Jones wouldn't have lost that game either. We would have been able to throw the ball. That was the problem. We couldn't throw the ball when we needed to.
and then we had like a record of first round picks.
Yeah.
I believe that was a year we broke the record of most first round picks from a single school.
Yeah, that was an all-star team for real though.
It was.
That was crazy.
Saker, I like this team a little bit better though. Carlos Hyde and Zeke as a freshman.
Zeke wasn't playing really though.
But he did
like,
play some toward the end.
He would play like he'd probably get like 6 carries a game or something like that. But
Devin Smith, Finley Brown, Evan Spencer, and then Nick Vannett and Jeff Heuerman at tight end. That was our best. I think that was our best offensive team, like as far as weapons go. Still have freshman Bosa.
Come on now.
Yeah, what?
Can't really count Zeke that year that you talking about because he really didn't play. But we had Zeke and Michael Thomas, man.
We had Bosa, Shazier, Von Bell on the Shazier was on the defense, bro. You remember Shazier in college, bro? That shit was unfair.
Yeah, he was. It's like a safety playing middle linebacker.
Yeah, he was fast as hell.
Oh yeah, but my one gripe is that I think Georgia could have won it. Also, I want to see we would have played UCF. Like I would have loved to see UCF versus Ohio State in the bowl game.
We would have probably beat their ass because they could have possibly made it to the top 4.
Oh yeah, their quarterback got hurt.
They kept playing close games against these garbage ass teams. I mean, good that they won the games, but man, you gotta beat the hell out of it. That's how Boise State was always up there because they was playing garbage teams, but they was beating the hell out of them.
Yeah, Boise State never got their just due, man. Not for real, anyway. They had some solid squads though.
Yeah.
Oh no, I say to you right about this. This is the best Ohio State team.
Who was the who was the other DN they had opposite of Bosa?
It was Bosa and it was hold on.
Right now.
That Dolphins Washington. He's a monster that year. He was a monster that year.
Yeah.
Jerome Baker, that was his freshman year when he started. He was good as hell. Dan Lee. I thought Raekwon McMillan got kicked out of Ohio State this year. No, it was the next year he got kicked out.
He was good as fuck though.
And the DBs, look at all the DBs. Wasn't Eli Apple still there?
Yep, Eli Apple, Von Bell, Jerry and Conley, who is good as hell in the NFL right now. Marshawn Lattimore, Malik Hooker.
Malik Hooker was. Oh my God!
Yeah,
you lost that.
Yeah, this the best team. This shit's so deep. This is ridiculous. They were so deep that Eric Smith that went to Glenville.
Who? What's his name?
Eric Smith. He was. It was him and Marshawn Lattimore, and somebody else. They went to state championship game together. I can't think of the other dude now. But
Division 2.
Yeah, this was it was Division 2. It was literally they had no team but them 3 players, and they went to a state championship game. He never played at Ohio State. He was a DB. He was good as hell. He never got PT. That's how good the Ohio State team was. And DB was.
All their DBs went to the league. If you wasn't about to go to the league, you wasn't playing.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to. I don't know what happened this year, but they get back to that, man. That defense was the worst Ohio State defense.
Yeah, this year was horrible.
They had all that legal shit going on. All that media and shit going on.
Greg Schiano, man, he
never liked him.
Bo had it. That's why I don't want to see Ohio State. I didn't want to see Ohio State in the top 4 because I know they was gonna get killed.
Hey, remember
every aspect.
Hey, remember Greg Schiano was coaching the Tampa Bay Bucks and the niggas went to go take a knee on him. He told the niggas to blow that shit out. And then ran through that shit when they were trying to take a knee. That was funny though. Greg Schiano was mad as hell.
Oh man. Yeah. If Jalen Hurts, if Tua can't play, who wins it all?
If Tua can't play, Clemson.
Yeah, I was about to say Clemson too.
Oh, that's how Colt McCoy. That's how Mark Sanchez got in the game. Colt McCoy broke his leg.
Damn, both of their quarterbacks broke their leg.
They better get their offensive line together, man.
Man, that's that Joe Theismann effect, man. Both of their quarterbacks break their leg, though. Damn.
So yeah,
thought they had a little shot at the division.
Right. So what y'all think about the Cowboys? Do y'all have any thoughts on this Cowboys thing?
It's a fluke.
It's a fluke.
Yes, they're gonna get spanked. They defense. Everybody up on their defense right now. It's a good defense. That young linebacker core they got is good, but for the top teams in the NFC, they ain't beating the Rams.
Whose defense is this?
The Cowboys.
Oh, the Cow. Okay.
It's a fluke.
You think it's a fluke?
They got Jason Garrett as their head coach. It's a fluke.
Oh man.
I really wish Dak Prescott was a little bit better of a passer because I actually think they got weapons now. I think Gallup is decent and Amari Cooper, man, that should be an indictment. That should be an indictment on the Raiders and John Gruden right there. How does dude come in and look like he did when he was back when he was a rookie, all over?
The crazy thing is they can't fire John Gruden. They got to get a couple more years out of that. They got to get a couple more years worth of that shit. They pay him too much money. They can't fire him the first year. But he fucked their whole shit up.
Yeah. It reminds me of that whole Chip Kelly shit.
Yep.
Chip Kelly. And you know who else it remind me of?
Ooh.
When the bum-ass Browns brought in Mike Holmgren.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That nigga came there to get just a check. That nigga quit in the middle of the year.
Mike Holmgren came in for the Browns and did absolutely nothing. All like his whole 10-year here. Stole money from the Browns and just bounced.
Pretty much.
Nigga quit in the middle of the year. Talking about I want to go be with my family. You been wanting to go be with your family. You just needed 3 more checks before you set it down, man. Man, that's how you know, like, the Cleveland Browns just got a bad rep, man. People come here to steal money to end their career before they ride off into the sunset.
Hey, was you with me, Avery? When we see, I see coach that y'all just mentioned earlier for the Browns, who wasn't that bad. Eric Mangini and Lamar and Beachwood after he got fired.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
I walked up on him, I looked him in his face. I'm like, damn, he look familiar. You see him like you look at him on TV, bro. He like a regular dude, bro. He like a math teacher.
Yeah, he looked so depressed though. I was gonna say I didn't think you was that bad, but he just looked like, man, just leave me alone. He's in a
Yeah.
food court. In the food court.
Well,
I'm out
what
with my
mall you said
family.
is Beechwood?
Yeah, this was at
Yeah.
Beechwood.
I seen a couple people in Beechwood. I seen JJ Hickson one time in Beechwood
Oh man,
coming out of next.
I seen JJ Hicks in Best Buy in Steelyard one time. I was like, y'all gonna win the ship? He was like, yeah, man, we gonna win the ship. Yeah,
JJ damn Hickson, man.
Man, they not want to get Amari Stoudemire because they thought JJ was
yeah.
gonna be something.
That's always how I'm gonna look at him. That's the when somebody say JJ Hicks, I'm gonna think of Amari Stoudemire trade.
It was like JJ was good, but he ain't no Amari
Yeah,
Stoudemire, man. Come on, now. Like,
he pretty much. If you forget how JJ Hickson played, it was like last year's Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. A little bit more athletic, but
Yeah.
last year he got that same build of body too.
Yeah,
he was
You
a
know
little
what?
bit. He was a little bit of a better finisher at the rim. He ran the pick and roll.
yeah, a little bit. I say a little bit better.
But he didn't have Tristan Thompson touch though. Tristan Thompson got that little floater. It's ugly, but it go in all the damn time, man. And he also ain't have Tristan Thompson intensity, man.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson be ready to fight. I'll give him that. He be ready to work.
Right.
You know who I underrated in the draft because of that? I thought Jaren Jackson looked a lot like a more athletic Tristan Thompson. But he's good. He's really good.
With Memphis?
Yes,
Yeah,
for
he
me.
had like a 30-point game the other day.
Yeah, 36-8. But that was in a couple overtime, so I don't care about that. He just know where to be. He blocked a lot of shots. He started at power forward. Like most of these big men be terrible on defense when they first come in the league. And he actually get it already.
Hey, newsflash: Alec Burke game-winning slam on them niggas.
The Cavs actually won, huh?
Off the game-winning slam.
I don't want the Cavs to be winning games. We need to be taking hard.
Well, I mean, as long as
we're going to lose some games.
four, it
You
won't
don't have
matter.
to worry about that.
As long as we finish in the bottom four, it won't matter. I'm mad that the Suns is so bad how they are. That's some bullshit because if you look at their roster, ain't no way they should be that damn bad. They only won like 4 damn games, and now they gonna probably end up with Zion or RJ.
Man, my grandfather kept asking me that when I was home. He like, why are the Suns so bad? Like, why are the Suns bad? He like, that team shouldn't be bad. I'm like, man, first off, I don't know who they had playing. They had Isaiah Cannon, matter of fact, playing point guard for them. Whenever you roll it out Isaiah Cannon, you know it's a problem.
They bad because they play Eric Bledsoe, Isaiah Thomas,
Goran Dragic,
and Brandon Knight, and Goran Dragic.
Hey, wasn't Isaiah Cannon the dude who was giving Wiggins buckets in the summer league?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I thought he was gonna be good after that shit, man.
No,
I thought he was gonna be good.
That just showed you what Wiggins is. Wiggins the worst defensive player, like one of the worst.
Supposed to be coming out. Everybody thought he was gonna be a lockdown.
I really hate the fact that he is such like. He's one of those. He's the classic athletic person that you see at the rec, and you be like, "Oh man, he about to kill it! Oh, he gonna be able to do everything." And then he just only good for like turnaround jumpers and shit like that. Like he ain't really like he got. I told y'all he got bad hands, so he can't really like dribble.
Yeah,
he can't catch. Like he can't do certain things, so like he can't use the athleticism.
Hey, his handles is almost as bad as Klay Thompson.
Yeah, like. And it is worse because he can't. He's not a dead eye shooter,
right?
I mean, nobody cares that Klay Thompson can't dribble because he can shoot the damn lights out.
Right. As soon as he fumble the ball, he just catch that bitch and shoot it.
Yeah, right. That's his go-to right there.
Like, man, all he gotta do is work on his be a better defender, work on his corner three, and he can be a better Corey Brewer.
Who? Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah.
Corey Brewer, though.
No, that's disrespectful, Avery. They paying that man $150 million, man. That's his.
He a better Corey Brewer, man. That's all I'm seeing. Like he ain't giving me nothing else.
Hey,
Like,
hey, Teddy, you see me. I used to always get in Twitter arguments with people who said he was gonna be good.
Yes.
Every damn day.
Yeah, I never was that high. I wish I see. I feel like his growth would have been better if he would have been on the Cavs. He would have actually turned into who he really is.
man, LeBron wouldn't have tolerated that, man.
He would have made him who he is, though. He would have been like, "All right, you got to learn how to do these things," and then it would have his development would have came in slower.
Jimmy Butler said, "I ain't got time to be teaching nobody shit."
He went and got.
We not doing shit.
He went and got with him. He went and got with some real young dogs. He was like, "Shit, I like the way they took the way they think. Not these niggas, not the Canadian."
No. Then Karl-Anthony Towns trying to be tough now because everybody that questioned his character.
He's so good though, man. He's still so good. Like they winning games now because he's just he just like offensively is really nothing he can do. Touchdown.
Hey, them memes talk about how soft he is. I think that's the funniest shit ever, man. I don't know if I've ever seen a meme where they be like, "Let me shoot it," you know, when you're a little kid. And,
hey man, in the playoffs, he was getting disrespected though. They was treating him like he was less of a man out there. Like,
hey,
they was really moving him around like a young kid.
You gotta get tough.
I feel like it's gonna come.
To Andrew Wiggins, tell that nigga he gotta play with more heart or some shit.
and then what you call it? Told him he had to play with more heart. Steven Jackson. And that nigga brother was on there subtweeting this, like, I don't know who that is. Niggas is like, what? You don't know who Steven Jackson is? He like, I'm gonna see Steven Jackson talking about I'm gonna see you out. I'll be out, and I'm gonna see you out, and we gonna see about it. You gonna see who I am once you see me out. I was crying laughing, man. Steven Jackson is great for the
everybody talking about his little brother, man. Can't be mad at him. Everybody calling your little brother so tell you need to play with more heart. You don't want to subtweet Steven Jackson, though. He act like he never played 15 years in the league and don't work on a television job, though. Like
he be on all the networks, though. They be whoring him out. So, any other teams y'all want to talk about? We got.
Gotta talk about the Lakers, man. We gotta talk about LeBron James, just for a little bit.
So I got some hot takes for the Lakers. So we want to go into this right now, or we want to save this?
What you want to do? We can go into it right now.
I think they need to get rid of all them young players.
All of them?
I don't think any of them are ever going to reach their potential next to LeBron. So I feel like what LeBron is what he is, and he's not gonna play well with young players. Like that's just not it. Like he's gonna always be. They thought they was gonna change him into like the power forward and put him on the block and let him get some rest and like just be a power forward. But he just doesn't want to do that ever in his career again. It's too physically taxing for him.
Yeah, them young niggas basketball IQ is just not the highest. So like they gonna make a lot of mistakes. They don't really know how to win yet. So LeBron tried to go somewhere where he gonna always have pressure surrounding him. But obviously he tried to go somewhere where he thought he had a good enough team to where he could let these young niggas sit back, cruise through the regular season. Let them get them better. Let them win games. Let them score 30 and 40 points a game. Get their confidence up. And then come playoff time, he can skate in and do what he do. Now he realizes he got to get these young niggas to the playoffs.
Right.
I don't think it was
33.
That. I don't think he thought they were going to just be that good. I think is, in the Eastern Conference, he didn't want to get dethroned in the Eastern Conference because it was going to happen.
Yeah, this year it was going to happen. It was definitely going to happen this year.
He just wanted to get the hell out. It don't matter where the hell he went. He just wanted to get up out of there. You already knew he wasn't gonna come out the East this year. Either the Raptors, damn near any team could have beat them. You got the Raptors. I think the Pacers would probably beat them too.
Yeah, Sixers.
Yeah, I'm about to say he would have probably even made it to the conference finals.
Sixers, Bucks.
Sixers, Bucks. That's one reason. Because it was like walking into our own funeral. I feel like, if he would have stayed this year, like it would have been torture for me. It would have been hard for me to watch, especially with people that's on the team right now. But Colin Sexton, man, he's doing better than I thought he would, but he still got.
We'd have made a terrible desperation trade.
Oh man, we definitely didn't need to do no shit like that.
It would have been bad.
Yeah.
But for the Lakers, as far as the Lakers though, like I like all their parts. I just don't like them together. Like I feel like they got I like what Brandon Ingram is. I think he's overrated, but I like what he is. I like what Ball is. I like Hart. I like Kuzma, but I just don't think they ever was gonna fit together.
I mean, Ingram, man, Ingram makes me so upset. It's just like it's almost the same thing what it was with Wiggins. Like, what's this? His third year?
Yep, it's his third year.
What is he good at?
Exactly.
Usually in the third year, that player that was chosen top 2 would be like one of the best right now. Because you look at Ben Simmons, they was drafted in the same year. And Ben Simmons played 1 year less because he was out his whole rookie year. But he's like in a whole different tier than Ingram right now. And like with Ingram, it's like with diehard Lakers fans, they always saying, oh, it's still going off potential. Like, man, this is third year. He was chosen second, man. He should be one of the best right now. But he's just a big disappointment to me right now.
His game ain't developed at all though. Like I don't know one thing he good at. Like,
I mean,
if you just gonna be out there to get a bucket, then
he can handle the rock a little bit for somebody his height.
Yeah,
running point.
He got the skill set. It just he ain't putting it together. Like he ain't found his niche or exactly what his role gonna be within the team though. So it's like they gotta almost work him.
They just don't
force his way into the game plan, or work him into the game in order for him to be successful.
I don't think that's all the problem. I just don't. A lot of these players just don't play hard enough. Oh, my Sanchez throwing interceptions, man. They don't play hard enough. Like if he actually ran the floor every night and just came out there like I'm gonna run the floor, play hard defense, he'd get so many open looks. Like look at somebody like Pascal Siakam,
right?
Toronto. All he do is run hard. He done got way better in his skill and all that, but what he focused on is I'm going to run hard, play hard defense, play hard on offense. You get so much better when you up your intensity. Like, you just become a better player. Like, and that's the problem with a lot of these young players. They just don't play with no intensity. It's like, oh, I'm going to let the game come to me. Or they too cool for school, and they don't have that grit, that toughness that really make them like, all right, I'm going to go out here, and if I ain't get the ball, okay, that's cool. I'm going to defend. I'm going to rebound. That's what a lot of these young players don't do at all either, is rebound.
Ain't shit.
Yeah, man. They got to stop crowning every tall, lanky nigga that come out to college the next Kevin Durant. They got to stop doing
So what seed do they finish?
6 or 5. I can see them as the 5th or the 6th seed. I think the first 2 seeds is gonna end up Denver and Golden State.
I don't know, man. I'm talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna end up 5th or the 6th seed.
I'll say like 4 or 5.
I'll say probably 7. To be honest,
7? Wow. Who you got going ahead of them?
All right, I got the Warriors, the Nuggets,
See, this where it get dicey for me. Okay, I can see the Thunder. The Thunder defense has been amazing. I knew it was gonna be great from the beginning of the season when I first watched that games without Russell Westbrook. I'm like, oh, this defense is for real.
And I got the Clippers.
Nope, that's where I stop at right there.
Hey, man, they've been balling, man. The Clippers, man.
How long you think that's gonna last, though?
They shocked the hell out of me. They look great though.
I like their team though. I like a lot of their players too, and they fit better.
They got a lot of depth. They very versatile. They got size. They got athleticism on the wing. I mean, it's just like you gotta rely on Tobias Harris though, and Lou Williams.
Hey, Lou Williams is still a walking bucket.
Walking bucket, but can he win you a game? Not win you a game. He can win you a game.
He won them last year. Last year he won them though. He won a lot of close games last year. Just Lou Will, like he got them to 40 or 42. Him and DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, they ain't got that big boy in the middle no more.
No, they got Montrezl Harrell though, and he nice.
Big Montrezl.
Oh yeah, he may make the All-Star game.
Yeah, like on a per game basis, like he's like a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, like blocking shots now. And he only like 6'7".
Oh, he athletic. Crazy athletic.
That rookie.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
yeah.
who I was praying that the Cavs drafted. Man, I'm like, I just like him a little bit better.
He a young guy too, and he only like 19, and
yeah, he 19 years old, young rookie.
He gonna be a dog, and then still got Avery Bradley, Danilo Gallinari,
Beverly,
yeah.
Yeah, they got depth. They got some players.
Who else you can see ahead of the Lakers?
I think the Rockets gonna make a run.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make a run.
Yeah, for sure. They just ain't been healthy right now. Chris Paul can't stay healthy to save his life.
Shit, and the Grizzlies, they've been a shock too, but I don't know if they gonna finish it. And then you still got the Trailblazers. Man,
I don't think Portland will finish ahead of them though. I don't know. I think they're gonna string a couple off though. They're gonna go on a few winning streaks.
Then the Jazz, man.
Gotta get it. That's Jazz, my sleeper team. They gotta get it together though.
It's just so deep out west.
It is.
I like Dallas a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I watch them, I like the team that they have. Like I don't think they have a chance of making the. Well, they have a chance, but it ain't a high chance of making the playoffs. But I like that team though. Like
in the next couple years, they gonna be solid though, because Luka Doncic is crazy.
Didn't the Hawks they picked
Trae Young? They traded
pick him up.
They traded him. It was a trade.
I don't know. That was. Would you have done that?
No. It's not even neither one of their fault. You know whose fault it is? The dumbass Sacramento Kings, who probably they could have made the playoffs this year had they drafted Luka Doncic over Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, Luka Doncic would have been a good fit in Sacramento.
Yeah, that was stupid. Why the hell would they do that?
It made no sense at the time. Everybody said this is the consensus top two picks is Ayton and Doncic. Whoever you prefer is who you draft number one, and then you take the other one. They want to pull a fast one and draft Marvin Bagley. Like, I don't think he's gonna be a bust or anything, but like you had the chance to draft somebody that's gonna be a great player for sure. This dude was great in Europe at 18 years old. He was the MVP of his league. Like, this ain't Darko.
Hey, if he was black, he would have been chosen second.
Reverse racism.
It is.
Yeah, because if he was black, he'd be able to jump over a nickel. That nigga can't jump over. He ain't doing everything. That's why he's so good, because everything he do is pure skill. Like, everything is pure technique. Everything is time he took. Like, you could see it's like repetition, like muscle memory, the way he play and shit. Like, that's why he gonna be so good, because he ain't relying on shit but his skill. So he know he got to keep getting better. And he got crazy skill.
He like Dirk and Nash mixed together, and he on the perfect team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can only have seen him going two places. It was Dallas or Sacramento.
Yeah, it ain't make sense for Atlanta. Atlanta needed. If I'm Atlanta, I'm like, if they could get Zion, that'd be perfect for them because they have the worst like attendance ever every year though. Like,
That's just an Atlanta thing, though, man. Atlanta and Miami when it comes to like sports teams is bad because they got a lot of people come from all over the country to go live there. So it's
yeah,
like
that's
a
true.
bunch of people's not fans of that Atlanta, those Atlantas and Miami teams. Like
Right.
look around, it's like fans of every team. That's why when you like go to their games, like the visiting team and have like damn near half the people supporting the visiting team.
Yeah, my dad had went to the Falcons versus Saints game, and like a bunch of my cousins from like Louisiana, so they came over, and he said it was like 75% Saints fans, like 75%,
I don't
like
doubt it.
cause you gotta think though too, for like a football game. So I'm going for the weekend. I know I'm going for a set weekend. It's a good place to visit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun and then go to the football game that's indoors, so I don't have to worry about weather or nothing like that. So they in a bad predicament when it comes to that the Falcons. But like the Hawks should be have a little better attendance. It's a black sport in a black city.
Yeah.
I think they would if they actually had a real squad. Their attendance would be up. It's just like first of all, their jerseys is terrible. That whole thing.
They had, but growing up, like everybody had Falcons jerseys growing up. Like I mean, Hawks. Like no, Hawks. No, Atlanta Hawks. I mean Atlanta Hawks. Like everybody had like an Atlanta Hawks throwback jersey back in the day.
Yeah, because them jerseys used to be hard.
Why did they bring them jerseys back?
New jerseys, that color scheme is just terrible. It don't fit the city at all. Like they trying to worry about like the seats. You gotta cater the organization to the city. You gotta get a certain type of player in there.
That's why I think Zion, they need Zion worse than anybody.
Bring them rappers out. Get them motherfucking rappers to start staying their ass in Atlanta and going to the games instead of going to LA and sit courtside. And you will bring the fans out. Gucci come to the game and shit like that. You gotta get more of because Atlanta is the perfect place because they got so many celebrities in house. If you get a good enough team to get the celebrities out, the people gonna come. They could pack it out every time if they draft the right team.
Right. Yeah, they had back in 2015. That's when they had their squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
60 games.
They was the sixth worst in attendance with a good team.
Their attendance was probably better when they had like Josh Smith, Joe Johnson.
I mean,
Them type of players though, like you gotta relate to the city, the core of the city though. Like they probably related like to the Jeff Teague team with the Al Horford and stuff like that. That was like a good, solid basketball team, but that wasn't a team.
I mean, that was like a knockoff for the Spurs.
Yeah.
Without a Tim Duncan. But
they thought they had a Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Horford is like Tim Duncan, light.
Oh no, he's
very light.
He's a great value. Not even great value. If I could say something lower than great value, then that'll be it. But back to what you said about Zion, man. I disagree. I think we need him more, man. They got a potential superstar over there already. We need Zion, man.
Yes and no, because I feel like we need to be in the top. I feel like Zion might actually be too good for us. Like he one of those players that he might bring you into like a 35 wins in his first year, because like how Blake Griffin was his first year. Like it don't matter who around him, he gonna create so much attention for himself that everybody else is open. So I think I prefer more like I prefer like an RJ Barrett, because then we can grow into it and get another star the next year.
But I'm not saying it in that aspect. I'm just saying like with star power, because after the LeBron James thing, put everybody in the funk, man.
That's true.
Don't nobody want to come to games no more. Now that LeBron gone, and we just need something to, resurge our shit.
I want to let y'all know that the Cleveland Cavaliers is not gonna be good for a very long time.
That's not true. I don't believe that.
They gonna have to draft good because ain't nobody gonna want to come.
Ain't nobody trying to come here, and that's the crazy part about it because they don't understand that if you come to Cleveland and you a superstar, we will praise you like you are God himself.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why people don't understand that though. Like they try to go to these big markets and realize they not even a big enough star to be in that market though. Like you think you a big star because you big fish in a small pond. When you get to that big ass pond and you realize like, oh, this shit might be a little bit too big for me. You appreciate a place like Cleveland. You appreciate a place like Milwaukee. Shit like that where they appreciate their star, nigga. They love the Greek freak, nigga. They ain't never like you know what I'm saying? Like they riding for that nigga regardless. Like they don't be understanding that. They just be wanting to go with follow the fame and the money, man.
That's what happened to Darren Williams. Darren Williams is like, oh, I want to be a star. I want to do this. I want to do that. Went to Brooklyn and disappeared. Like you in a big city, but now you're not even a star.
Yeah, he was everything in Utah. He was probably the biggest star since Stockton and Malone.
Right,
easily.
And he was still. And people even forget how good he was his first couple of years at Brooklyn because they were so terrible.
He was a top 2 point guard.
Like I remember
thing though, you want to be a star, but in his case, he ain't really want to work hard enough to even do the shit for real, to be as big as he wanted to be. It wasn't shit for him to put up double doubles and get 20 and 10, but he ain't want to work hard to be the nigga that everything got to be on his back though. He ain't want that.
I remember he dropped 60 the first year he was in Utah. Like he dropped 60 and like he was still like as good as he was offensively.
Like, he could always get a bucket. But when he played for the Cavs in the playoffs that 1 year, oh my god.
he was literally one of the worst players I've ever seen on the Cavs.
Barbecue chicken every time.
He was like when damn, I just forgot it. Damn, come back to this. Oh man.
Man, barbecue chicken every time, man. That nigga was getting cooked every time he came. And I thought he was going to be a solid addition.
That's what he was. He was like Jason Kidd that last year on the Knicks when he missed like his last like 50 shots.
That's the year they won like 54 games. They went to the conference finals.
They went to
semifinals.
The second round. They lost to the Pacers.
What was the year they lost to the Heat? That was the first round?
Yeah, that was the first round. That was the year before that. Because then the Heat beat the Pacers in the second round that year.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then the year they lost to the Heat beat the Pacers in the conference final. Yeah, okay, I remember that.
I also think that happened. I think Paul George was really going to go to the Lakers, but I think something happened.
Nobody want to play with LeBron, man.
No, I don't think it was that. Something happened at the last minute. I think it might have been that surgery that he had to have. So he was like, fuck it, I got to take all the money I can. I can't leave this money on the table because I don't know like if I will be able to get my next contract or something happened. But I think it was supposed to be LeBron and Paul George and the young players. So then now that team looks a lot better if you take out Rondo, Lance Stevenson, and somebody else, whoever, and JaVale McGee, one of the other players that they signed, Michael Beasley, and you put in Paul George in that slot. The team looks totally different, and it actually fits around the players that they have.
What's so crazy is the trade that LeBron vetoed that was involving Kyrie Irving was going to bring Paul George to the Cavs.
Paul George and Eric Bledsoe.
But they both would have left the next year, I think. Unless we would have won.
But if we would have won, would LeBron would have left?
No, I see that's the thing though. I don't think he would have. I just never been a fan of Eric Bledsoe like since his like first couple years.
I
So
never,
like,
I haven't either. I mean,
so
he's
I
decent.
He
so I
was
didn't.
serviceable. He was serviceable with a LeBron James and Paul George on his roster.
Yeah, but he don't shoot well enough, and he's too small to actually be like an effective defender on certain people. Like, well, on most point guard, and he don't play hard enough. Well, this year he actually got back to playing hard. See, it's just the thing. Like in the NBA, man, you can notice when somebody not playing up to their potential, and it's a lot of the times it's just them not giving forth full effort, or they hurt
Who
too.
was
Like
that
some
he
of
was
the
beefing with in the playoffs last year? Them niggas was going at it.
Rozier.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes, sir, by Terry Rozier.
That was
I,
funny. Though, 'cause
I wish they would.
he was
I
all
wish
the
this.
way in his head.
I wish the Celtics would trade him and let him get back
Yeah,
to shining.
yes. Man, you just need to let him go to his own shit, man. Let him, man. I would love to see him on the Suns, man.
That's what they need. They might actually start winning games if they actually got him. They just need that point guard.
Danny Ainge ain't giving away no free money, man. Until this run is over, he keeping every weapon he got. He don't know who the fuck he gonna have to use to win this championship, but he trying to win a championship.
Do they got another high pick this year?
Yeah, they got they got Sacramento's pick. Oh, that might not be that high though.
Hey, man, that was the finesse of the century.
These niggas kept getting picks. Like I don't. It seems was just like, here, come take my bitch. Here, come take it.
That Brooklyn trade was terrible.
Terrible. Bunch of old niggas. Oh
the Philly trade was just as bad.
And they got swept. Then they get swept.
Yeah, they got their ass whooped by Washington.
Paul Pierce and fucking KG old ass out there ain't had nothing left to give with Jason Terry.
Jason.
That's a weird man. I gotta go to I gotta read this roster off. That gotta be one of the weirdest teams ever constructed.
Joe Johnson.
Andre Karolinko too.
I think they had one of my niggas with the beards. Y'all know who, big man
Reggie Evans.
One of them. They had to have Reggie Evans or the other one. What's the other one?
Quincy Acey.
Quincy Acey. They had one of them. Oh shit, they did. They had Reggie Evans. This is a weird squad. Let's see, 2013, 2014 Brooklyn Nets. This is a funny team. Wayne used to play with these niggas on 2K.
Was that crazy playoff series they had against Chicago?
I wasn't, and that couldn't have been a year because I'm pretty sure they got swept the first.
The first year is the year that they played Washington. I think it was the second year they played with Nate Robinson.
Yeah, when Nate Robinson was going crazy.
Let's see. Show results. No, so the first year that they actually beat Toronto. Oh no, let me go back one more year. This might be I might have went too far. Yeah. Oh, so this is why they made the trade. So they won 49 games the year before they made the trade. Oh shit! Their coach was Avery Johnson and then PJ Carlesimo. Wow.
That's still no excuse to make that trade though.
This is the year this is the year you talk about, Slade. This is the year before they made the trade. They lost to the Bulls. And then the next year, they did get swept. They lost to they beat Toronto. You know, Toronto love to choke. And then they lost to Heat 4-1. And then the year after that, the year after that is the year that they got swept by Washington.
Oh yeah. And that was the dumbest trade of all time.
It made no sense when it happened. Like everybody was like, "What the hell are they doing?" And then it made even worse sense once they was just like terrible again. And they had to get terrible like that because their owner was like, "I'm not about to keep paying out of my pocket $100 million to suck." Oh yeah, this year. This the year. So they made. Remember, they signed Jason Collins because they wanted to have like the first gay active player.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This they get. It was him, Reggie Evans, Allen Anderson, Andre Black,
Allen Anderson was like a shooting guard, man. He was, bro.
Andre
That was
Karolinko,
terrible, bro.
Sean Livingston. The team wasn't that bad, man. It was just good Lord have mercy. Marcus Thornton.
Oh, Marcus Thornton, man. He wanted the undersized. He wanted them stubby two guards, man. He up there with Randy Foy.
Randy Ford.
Who else was one of them, man?
Eric Gordon. You know Eric Gordon in there.
Eric
He the
Gordon.
king in there.
He the best of them. Yeah, I'm about to say he the best.
Crawford. Crawford, that used to play for the Celtics. He was a
Oh yeah,
shooting
Jordan Crawford. Yeah.
guard. He dunked on LeBron when he was at Cincinnati. And LeBron tried to get the tape deleted.
Yeah, LeBron used to be a bitch.
Man, they can dunk on me. It ain't really that serious, man. Go ahead.
It wasn't even like a dunk on. It was like a dunk by. It was like he didn't get like annihilated. Nigga just made a dunk while he was there.
Man, I didn't want MVP in the league. I don't care about you getting your dunk. Get your 15 minutes of shine, my nigga. Go ahead. While I win this MVP.
But yeah, that was funny. This roster is terrible though. It's not terrible, but it is terrible. These things had a negative
who your early season MVP
for the NBA.
Yeah,
man, this probably the weirdest year for MVP because it's like it's nobody that's like.
Yes, there is.
Who?
Giannis.
What seed are they right now?
1.
They the 1 seed.
You sure about in the East, yep, 100%. No, they the 2 seed. They the 2 seed. I lied. They the 2 seed. Toronto number 1.
Running like a well-oiled machine.
Giannis is averaging 27, 13, and 6 with 1.5 blocks and 1.5 steals.
I ain't gonna lie though, if Kawhi was playing every day, or every game.
Yeah, I could. Damn, Kawhi averaging 25. I didn't even notice that.
He been going.
They should really be the 3rd seed for real.
Who?
The Sixers got 2 more wins than them, but it just got 1 loss.
Yeah.
They should be the 3rd seed.
Embiid should be high up there. This nigga averaging 27 and 13 too.
Yeah, this is no matter what you say, Teddy, man. This is just a weird year. I think if the same thing that was happening right now would have happened last year, LeBron would be head and shoulders MVP.
I can agree with that. I think LeBron is having a better year. Well, had a better year last year.
He's playing a lot less minutes this year. He playing like 31 minutes a game.
Yeah, last year what he played close to 40.
Yeah, he was up there leading the league in minutes.
See, Jokic, man.
I don't think he was playing more than Jimmy Butler though, because Tom Thibodeau.
That nigga Jimmy, they said the last straw. That nigga Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler played 42 minutes in one of them games, and the last straw, that nigga said this shit can't happen again. We got 14 other niggas in his locker room.
Yeah, Thibodeau should have been ran out the league by now with that fucking 1940s culture. Nobody play no fucking. You know how hard them niggas playing? You try to make a nigga play 42 minutes a game?
That's just crazy. I don't know how he's still in the league right now.
Hey, can y'all hold on? I'm trying something. Let me see. Can y'all see what's on my screen?
Yeah.
Hey, that's dope.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. I just wanted to see if that was gonna actually work, but yeah. I don't know. It's crazy though, because you kind of gotta throw out the numbers per se. Like the numbers ain't they all inflated a little bit because the pace so high.
Yeah, this is just the game is just like really changed.
Yeah, I was say they scoring so many points.
Yeah,
man.
the game. It looked like a damn big baller brand game, man. at the beginning of the year, like you were seeing these ridiculous ass scores, like 130 to 123
Yeah.
in regulation games. Like that.
Oh no, yeah, no zero defense being played.
I don't really like that shit, man. I
It'll slow
don't.
down. It'll slow down.
Yeah, that's why I feel like come like because you got to think, all right, like the season started a little bit earlier this year, so people is rusty. Everybody came in with the mind state like, all right, we need to run and pace and shoot threes, and all that shit slow down toward like All-Star game, like around that area, because niggas is tired and it's time to get back to your old habits of who you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Well,
niggas made it a pack to come out and try to speed the shit up a little bit.
I don't
But
like it.
you'll see it slow down.
I don't like it. I mean, I think the NBA would be so much better without without the Warriors. I think I like my interest ain't as nearly as high as it used to be because the way like this new shit is, this recruiting is now Anthony Davis about to be on the Warriors. I mean on the Lakers.
Stop that nonsense. I told y'all where Anthony Davis is going. He's going to the Celtics.
I mean,
like they would be dumb not to try to go get Jason Tatum and Horford for Anthony Davis. That's way
they're
better.
gonna have to give up more than that.
That's better than what the Lakers can give up.
Especially but they're not gonna give up more than that. I mean, Jason Tatum, he hasn't looked that well either.
Still 20 years old. He's 20 years old.
Right,
man, true. That little nigga a dog. He gonna be crazy. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah, I don't understand how they so bad though. I don't understand.
They got Trey Gordon Hayward.
I was listening to a podcast and Stan Van Gundy brought up a great point. He like anytime any of them leave, like anytime somebody get hurt or they just out the lineup, they always play better. They just have too many good players.
Yeah.
You won't think that like whoever like would you ever think like damn you can have too many good players? They just do. Like it's just too many niggas that need the ball.
Just play the best players. Don't try to worry about dividing minutes. Like with
that's why they're gonna have to trade two of them and condense them into one nigga. 2 or 3 of them and condense that into one person. So they don't got a log jam in their rotation.
I don't know why they signed Marcus Smart.
Yeah, me either. They should have let him go.
Done it. They're like fucking trying to hoard players.
Marcus Smart, the spirit of their team, though, for real.
He just like,
I mean, that could have been Terry Rozier. To be honest, Terry Rozier got the same dog. He much better on the offensive side.
Yeah,
and you already got Jaylen Brown who could play D, guard the best perimeter player. I mean, shit. What is he doing this year?
Oh, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
he's been garbage this year. He shoot like 25% from 3.
I mean,
they can't get no rhythm going.
They got too many good players, man.
Kyrie got what he wanted.
They look better when Kyrie just go crazy and ball hog. Like they offense flows better when it's like when Kyrie come out there passive, it's like niggas don't know what to do. It's like, do I shoot? Do I not shoot? Should I just shoot every time I touch the ball? But when Kyrie out there just being like, all right, I'm just gonna score and I'm not gonna worry about y'all, then everybody else falls in line. Like it's like a pecking order. Yeah, but it's for some reason Kyrie just won't do that because he's scared to get labeled a ball hog.
And that shit ain't easy to sustain either though. Like having to come out and push the point not push the point, but like push the tempo every game to like be aggressive, especially when you got so many other good players on your team. You just gonna naturally wanna be like, like you don't want the ball. Like I don't gotta do it all the time. Like it's just so many good niggas. Like you in a position to where you were like a Kobe and a LeBron, or when you gotta do that shit all the time, it's different. Like when you got options and you ain't really like, it's different. Like because that should be hard to sustain for him, especially for him not always being as healthy as he could be. Out there and drop 40 every night. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, Gary said it's the rule change is the reason why the NBA like that. I agree. That dumbass freedom of movement rule that they added in this year, where you really can't touch perimeter players at all, is just like it make no sense. Like we already had a lot of freedom of movement, and it's like this. Like I feel like all right, they already took big man out the game because they don't officiate it good enough. Like in the post, like a little dude could basically beat the hell out of a big man and they won't get no call. But like if you put your hands on a perimeter player, like they literally cannot do like it's automatic foul. Like anytime you touch a perimeter player, automatic foul. But in the post, you can do whatever you want against the big man. And I just feel like if they change that to where they call the fouls on little dudes hammering big man, then it will actually allow the game to open up naturally instead of having it opened up by you calling fouls all the time or perimeter players. I don't know. That's why, but I feel like we about to have a return of the big man anyway. It's more big dudes like that's able to like do. They're actually more skilled, so they can do the post and the outplay.
Yeah, it's the like man, history, you know what I'm saying, obviously repeats itself, so it's just gonna keep flipping. I mean, you got the crazy athleticism coming in, the LeBron James mode of Zion and all that, but you got the big man mode coming back. So I mean, that's a plus. The big man always gonna be a plus for the league though, because you need that big man that can really get you 20, 30 a game, real easy.
But will it be big man who can't shoot though?
No, they gonna
Seem
have
like
to.
No, you gotta be able to shoot. You gotta
now
be
it
able to
seems
shoot.
like you gotta shoot.
But Embiid, he can shoot well enough to where you gotta
Yeah,
respect
I'm
it.
not talking about. I'm not talking about Embiid. Embiid got a decent shot.
And then
Like
somebody like Jokic, they can shoot it up well enough to where you got to take it. But Jokic is like, I never thought we would see like a center pass as well as he do. He's literally averaging
point guard.
seven.
He was a
He's
point guard growing up.
he's averaging 7 assists a game, like like legit 7 assists a game.
He was. I think it was a. I don't know if it was college or high school, but he was a point guard, just like Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was a point guard. Y'all know the story. He was supposed to go to Cleveland State,
Yeah,
and he grew like he was like 6'2"
yeah, he was 6'2" or
senior
six
year.
three, and
His
then grew to
senior year,
six.
and then he just fucking shot up like 8 inches or some shit like that
Yeah, that's wild.
in one
Yeah.
summer. Like that's crazy. But yeah, he's supposed to go to Cleveland State, and then I guess Kentucky came once he had that growth spurt.
That nigga was like, "All right, I gotta go to Kentucky."
Yeah.
That should have been crazy having him at Cleveland State though.
Man, if it was just 1 year, I mean, just his growth. What if his growth spurt would have just hit like while he was at Cleveland State? The summer of him in Cleveland State.
That should have been insane.
Like,
They'd have had sold out games.
yeah, for sure.
They actually talking about getting rid of the Wall State Center. Said it's too big.
What?
Yeah, it's too big. They don't have like enough outside events that happen there to like fund it. Cause they don't get no like the Cleveland State basketball team ain't good enough to like draw.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest, I don't even think I've never even been to a Cleveland State game. I don't even think I've been to a Wolstein Center in my life.
I've been to the Woolstein Center. That's where we graduated at, but
Yeah.
I've never been to a Cleveland State game before.
I think I went to a Cleveland State game when it first opened, and I went to like a couple games last year, but that's it.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst games I've ever watched, by the way. This Eagles Redskins game was fucking awful.
I knew it was a reason why I didn't watch that shit.
Jesus Christ. Mark Sanchez, Carson Wentz looking bad.
Hey, I mean that trade don't look as bad as he do now because we got Baker.
Yeah.
The trade's still awful though. Who did we get one good player out of that shit? I think the best player we got out of that was Jabril Peppers.
And that's not saying a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think highly of him at all.
And that nigga be, man, he got it, man. That nigga be playing 20 yard, 25, 30 yards off the ball.
I think the thing that pissed me off the most about him is he would say that we don't like him because he went to Michigan.
Yeah.
That has absolutely nothing to do. Like, Baker could have went to Michigan. We will all feel the same exact way about him.
Shit, he went to Oklahoma and he did that dumb shit on the field, and niggas still like him.
Yeah, right. Well, my dad, he don't really like him. I don't know if he like him now. I talked when we was talking a couple weeks ago when he won the first. No, about whenever we won our first game, he was still talking shit about him. I'm like, nah, you got.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. Hello. Oh, hold on. Oh. Where the hell? Oh, here we go. My bad, y'all. I don't know why the ad just started playing on my shit. Y'all see the screen though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now look at this dumbass trade. Look at this shit, man. Corey Coleman.
Okay, Denzel Ward. Okay.
Okay. How the hell did we get Denzel Ward? Oh, we traded. How did we get Denzel Ward?
I thought the Denzel Ward.
The 12th pick that we traded to the Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, they gave us our first round pick so they could move up to get Deshaun Watson.
So I guess it was worth it off of that alone,
man. So we got Ward and
and we got the safety out of it too. What's his name? Dude that handed the ball off to Hugh Jackson.
Marius Randall.
Because we traded Kaiser for him straight up.
Oh, yep, that's true.
Yep, I remember that.
I like the Marius Randall too.
Yeah, he would have been a Pro Bowl this year if he wouldn't have got hurt.
I guess it's all okay. Okay. We got some saving grace that's like better be glad came. John Dorsey came in and like saved the trade by making the Kaiser move and drafting Ward. Well, we would have got Chubb either way, but
yeah. They said the reason why we didn't get because they have faith in Emmanuel Ogbah. That's the reason why they picked Ward over Chubb, because you're really not supposed to pick a DB over a pass rusher. If you think they equal, you're supposed to go with the pass rusher every time. You look at the NFL, you look at the top 15 highest paid players, they all pass rushers.
Yeah, pass rushers is like one of the top positions on the field.
And quarterbacks got a short life in the NFL for real. Like quarterbacks, they got like 7-8 years and then it's a wrap.
But Denzel Ward's so good though. It's just like we needed that too though. It's like we needed that person because it's some tough receivers in the AFC North though. Like
we did need
AJ Green, Antonio Brown, so you kind of like need that as well. It was a toss up.
I'm telling you, with the pass rush makes the DBs a lot better. It's not the opposite way around. Like if you got good defensive backs, that don't make your pass rush any better.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why, man, I would have went with Bradley Chubb. Simple fact, you got two monsters rushing on the edge.
Well, that means we got to make up for it. We need to go ahead and grab a nice pass rusher hopefully want to merge that we could draft. Plus, we ain't gonna be that high anyway.
Yeah,
especially if we win one more game.
We probably gonna have like the 12th pick or something.
I take it, man. We ain't got the whole bunch of draft picks like we do last year, huh?
I think we got multiple second round picks, don't we?
What trade would Yeah, I think we do. We got a second. I think we got a future second from somebody in one of our trades.
My bag downstairs.
Yeah. So we can talk about the fight. Did y'all see the fight next year?
You said next year.
I'm tripping. Did y'all see the fights this weekend?
Oh yeah, Fury.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Fury got. I think he should have won that.
I don't think he should have won just simply because that nigga got knocked down twice, and he really got knocked out in the 12th, and they let him just sit.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like 5 seconds.
That too. I mean, if you take that into account, then I think he probably should have been counted out, but. I think Wilder had him. I mean, I think Fury had him like damn near every round, but like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, he definitely outboxed him, 100% outboxed him, outclassed him. It's just that power, man. Like, I knew whenever he caught him, he was going down though. Like he tried to take that stand power, but he hit him a couple times, and you could tell Fury was like, whew. And when he got knocked down in that 12th round, that nigga was like, whoa. He laid there for a second, then he just snapped in his head like, oh, you got to get up.
Yeah, that ref took forever to get that count going.
Yeah, that's because he had to no, I don't think so. On TV, no. So they showed the arena one, and then they showed like I remember watching it, and I counted down like so I had a replay of the Showtime one, and it didn't look as bad as people made it out to seem. Like he hit the mat around like 21-20, like if either way you want to, but he was up by 11, like 2 minutes and 11 seconds. So it's like, I mean, you can't like it was like maybe it was slightly delayed, but like I also give people benefit of the doubt when they get up like that, because it's like if the ref started his count on time, maybe he would have tried to get up faster.
Yeah, that too.
So like he got up and he actually hurt Wilder in that round. That's why he didn't get knocked out, because he caught him with a head. It was a nasty headbutt, but then he caught him with a left hook. And Wilder was like, all right, we going to the car. It's like, I ain't about to go in there again and get my ass knocked out.
First of all, Wilder, I don't think he trained for real.
No. This is how he fight all the time, though.
He don't do. Bro, I heard.
Roll it up. Nigga, where is it?
I never been a boxer.
Nigga, go look for us in one of the tables.
What's up, my nigga? Is it beef or what?
Bro, you see, I'm trying to do my shit. Excuse me, y'all. Hold up, you right, y'all.
But yeah, what you were saying, Sexton?
I heard like I always hear that like boxers not supposed to be having sex before fights and shit. He be fucking all the time, so it's like, shit, you don't be training for real, man. You don't give a fuck. You just be going in fights and then knocking niggas out like it ain't shit.
Yeah,
I think my nigga's boxing technique is just not up to par though. Like,
no, that's how
it works though. So
it worked, man. It worked. That ain't it, man. He fought a fighter that's why I bet G and Wade, because I'm like, man, once I started seeing that Fury was in shape, and I watched the Klitschko fight, and I'm like, man, this thing can do the same thing to Wilder, because Wilder's faster, but he still punch with that weird ass technique. So it's like he can evade these punches because he gonna see them coming a mile away.
What is like, that stance that Wilder be in?
So he does that because in the next fight, if they ever fight again, you will see Wilder is not a pressure fighter. He's a counter puncher. So he stayed with that long, drawn back stance because he wants you to come in and commit, and then he counter punch you with a right hand and lock you out. That's how he usually get most of his lockouts.
But he acting like Fury ain't see his strategy the whole way, though. He was trying to set that right hand up the whole fight. And it ended up being the left that put him on his ass.
Yeah. But when you knocked out everybody you fought, then you gonna think that. Why would you think that you had to change it up and that you was gonna come in here? You fighting a forward cocaine obese guy. So you
Fury hopped in the ring. He started doing that jerky shit, and he tagged him a good 4-5 times. And Wilder ain't wake up. He started trying to set that right hand up, and he wore himself out. He punched himself out the fight.
Hey, Fury definitely gonna win the rematch.
Man, I'm not sure about that,
knock
man.
That nigga, hey, Wilder gonna knock Fury the
I think it's the same thing can happen in the next fight. I think he can outbox him the whole fight and get caught.
Fury not gonna be on the same bullshit he was on, man. He was doing all that taunting and shit.
No, that's his style though. That's what he did to Klitschko. He be getting niggas mad. They be so mad.
Hey, he ain't gonna do that no more. He felt all that motherfucking left hand.
All he had to do was circle around the ring in the whole 12 round. That was it.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
Or held. He could have held.
That's what I'm saying, though. If Wilder could get in the gym and work on some combinations.
No, it ain't even that. Wilder needs to get his strength back in his legs. Like, he used to be 230, and now he can't.
Like 216?
Yeah, he can't. No, he came in that fight at 212. Like, he just was too small. Like, anytime they got in close, Fury just grabbed him, and it wasn't nothing Wilder could do. He just stood there like, damn, they got to break him.
Yeah, because Fury did look way bigger than him, though.
He was what, 250?
256.
256.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That big motherfucker can move.
So imagine if Wilder come in at like 218, 220 and hit him with that left hand. Or that right hand. He sleep.
But this the scary part about this though. Fury was out of shape for the whole year before then. Fury's in shape now. If Fury get another fight before this Wilder fight, he's gonna beat Wilder easily. That's why they need to do an immediate rematch if I'm Wilder, because I don't want him to get even more shape, even better timing. Because his timing is only gonna get better the more fights he get.
I guess I just hate it because I just want that nigga to be like American champion, and he just not one of the. He ain't like.
He's American champion though. He is. Yes. He just.
No, he ain't Ali, man. He
ain't gonna be man. We ain't. You know who was Ali in that fight? Fury. And I've been dancing, doing his thing.
Yeah, Wilder was
working off the jab. Yep, that's exactly what it looked like. George Foreman versus Ali. No, I can't say that because George Foreman. I think George Foreman killed Ali. That's the reason why Ali was like the way he was at the end of his life.
I don't care. I respect Ali forever for knocking that big nigga the fuck out, though, bro. He knocked that nigga out, man. Like, he sat there and let him punch him as hard as he could.
He should have never did. He should have never did. He should have never did that dumb shit. I just was watching a video. Hold on, I'm about to find this video of George Foreman punching his punching bag, bro. This shit looks unreal.
Imagine that nigga insides. Muhammad Ali insides was probably so broken and shattered pieces, bro.
I know for a fact he pissed blood after that shit.
But imagine how George Foreman would have been to have punched the lights out this nigga for 15 rounds and go down, though.
Watch this shit, bro. I'll put this shit on mute. Look at the person holding the bag. Like, hold on. Damn, this ain't the one. I
was just watching some shit about the heavyweight division in the 90s, man. This nigga George Foreman was like the lineal champ. came back and the nigga beat the shit out his old ass.
Look at this punching back. Look at this punching back we doing. Hold on. Watch this last punch. Look at. I've never seen. Have you ever seen a punching back did it in? That bitch just did it in. Look at that shit, man. Let a nigga punch you for fun like that, man. Ali that was a bad strategy, man.
You can't say it was a bad strategy. It wasn't the smartest strategy.
All right, there it is. It wasn't the smartest.
He definitely knocked that nigga out and won the championship. So, I mean, of course he ended up getting Parkinson's after that, so he probably beat him senseless. Shit. That type of punching power, though, man. I mean, you gotta commend him because niggas is really scared to step in the ring with that type of punching power. Even Fury, in Fury's case, though, like that's why Joshua don't want to fight because he's scared he get caught.
What's his record?
Joshua,
he is 23-0.
Yeah, he ain't got that many fights, and that's crazy to think that this nigga Wilder done fought 40 times.
Yeah, he fought a lot of tomato cans though coming up. Like he was fighting niggas that was 0-10, 0-9, 1-5, like just knocking tomato cans out. But his power is so like he one of the only niggas that power just translate the whole fight. Like Anthony Joshua is a power puncher, but he don't punch as hard as Wilder. Like not even close.
Now tell me this, Teddy. I know this might seem a little off though. If Wilder lose, can you see him going down to like light heavyweight?
Hell no.
He'd be too small.
He'd kill himself trying to lose that much weight.
What is it, like 190?
Would they fight at what light heavyweight?
Ain't it like 190?
No, light heavyweight is 175, and cruiserweight is the one you talking about.
Okay,
that's 199.
199. 200 pounds, ain't it?
Yeah, 200 pounds is the max. That's still too small. Like if he lose, he already don't got no body fat.
He's already small as hell. Like what is he? 6'7"?
Yeah, 6'7".
6'7", 215 ain't even big for real. I think he
like KG. He like KG. Like he like a little bit thicker than KG, but he already too small. If he lost like 15, like he would be coming in there sick.
Yeah, he would. That shit would look unnatural. He look like that dude, that kid from Spire.
Yeah, that 7'7" dude.
Yeah.
So if he lose, what you think he'd be? What you think? Who the IBF champion? Joshua.
Joshua got all of the belts. So the champions goal is this: is Wilder is the WBC, Fury is the lineal. That means like you are the man that beat the man that was before you, like the real champ. And Joshua got the IBF, WBO, and WBA, and whatever other like major belts it is that people consider. I don't consider none of them other belts.
So you think they ever gonna unify the division?
I really hope that Wilder versus Joshua is next instead of Wilder versus Fury. I think Fury should fight the winner. I want to see Fury get like 3 fights in next year and then fight the winner of Joshua versus Wilder.
They was shitting on Joshua though. Fury and Wilder was.
As they should. As they should.
Saying like shit, nigga, we just had the best fight of the year. You running and you just let us fight, and now we about to set the rematch up. And that's gonna end up being a big money fight because you don't want to fight.
So it's only partially I agree with them. First off, his manager is a bitch for making him turn down $50 million. He got a $50 million offer to fight Wilder next. Like he was supposed to fight Wilder this year, and he had $50 million offer, but he turned it down. 2, Joshua did just fight the one of the other dangerous fighters in the division. He fought Povetkin. Povetkin was 38-0 38-1 with 36 knockouts, and that nigga knockouts be brutal. Like his knockouts just like Wilder, but he's shorter and he was older. That's why he fought him. Povetkin only loss had came to Klitschko, so he was real good. But he really needs to fight. Joshua next fight needs to be against either Fury, Wilder, or Ortiz. Ortiz
Yeah, I
is
was
on
just
the
about to say
undercard.
Ortiz, but he might not want to fight Ortiz. Ortiz had Wilder sleep standing up.
He needs to fight him though. Like he gotta. Nobody don't care about none of the other people that he could possibly fight.
Wilder can box though. I mean, Ortiz can box though. I like his style. I like the way he fight.
Ortiz is lice. He just old.
Yeah, nobody know how old he is. I know
Yeah.
he's old though. By the way, he look like somebody's father. He look like barbecuing or some shit in the backyard. But I like boxing though, cause like the amount of stars it is, like
Yeah.
each division got super fights coming up. That's gonna be crazy. Like,
did y'all see Jared Hurd and Jamel Charlo in the ring like arguing? That shit was hilarious.
Jamel Charlo gotta stop acting like a coon first.
Jamel Charlo. No, he
couldn't wait to run his mouth. Like he could not wait to run his mouth. After Jared Hurd, because I thought the white dude had Hurd on the ropes for a second though.
He did, and then he got his ass pieced the fuck up.
But you know what that was though? He was like, "All right, go ahead, hit me." He felt how hard the white nigga hit. Now, if he wouldn't have hit him with that body shot, he would have folded. He'd have bitch whooped his ass the whole fight. He'd have just walked him down the whole fight. Because once he felt that dude's hardest punch, it was a wrap.
Yeah, next year it's gonna definitely be some more big fights for y'all to watch. I know y'all don't. I literally watch boxing every Saturday. There's always something to watch. Like this year,
Lomachenko fight Saturday though.
Yeah, Lomachenko will be fighting on Saturday. Hold on, one of y'all got a loud ass background. I think that's Sangster. Oh, that's you, Avery. Your background loud as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, though. What's next on the agenda, though?
Oh, that's all I got for real. I just wanted to talk about the fight. Prayers to Adonis Stevenson. He was in.
What happened, though? Nigga knocked him out that bad?
Yeah, he just old. He's 43 years old. He's good as fuck too, but he got pieced up, knocked out. He was in critical condition, but they just moved his condition to stable, so that's good. He all right.
In the ring at 43 years old.
He still was good. He was the longest rated the second longest rated champion in the boxing.
No, Teddy, at 43, you not still good. You
he
just
was
ain't
still
fought nobody.
No, that's not true. That's not true. The last fight he just had was against a dog, and he almost knocked him out. It was a draw, but he still have won. He probably won. I think he won the fight because he hurt him at the end of the fight. But he really was fighting. He started fighting good people, and then this dude that he just fought just threw too many punches his ass out. Locked him. They had to take him out on a stretcher and everything.
Bro, they got him in an induced coma.
He out though. He out the coma. He good. He in stable condition. Come here.
I was like, damn. Big ain't put him out like that. No, though, I honestly thought Wilder was gonna knock Fury out though.
Denver and Toronto played today.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to do. I meant to turn on sports and
Oh, Eric, hey. The spider monkey face.
Where Teddy go?
The spider monkey face.
Alright, what's time? It's 11:30. It's time.
I'm still here. Yeah. Anything else y'all want to discuss, or y'all ready to get off?
I mean, sure, pretty much cut.
Just looking at the Denver and Toronto game, man. It's a good 103, 7 seconds left.
I thought that game was over already.
Oh, it is. Oh, my goodness. It is. I'm just looking at the recap on SportsCenter. Jokic just hit the dumbest shot in history. You got it didn't count. They ain't counting. Okay, Denver came. It looked like Denver came out with the win.
Yeah, I like that Denver team a lot, man. I like it. And look, the Timberwolves 12-12 now, man. They didn't win like 5 out of 6 games.
What?
Yep.
I knew they was gonna come back and catch some dubs though after Jimmy Butler left. It was just time for both of them to part ways.
Covington fits, man. He just fit on their team. He exactly what they needed. They got that nigga playing 40 minutes a game already, but
Hey, if you play for Tibbs, you gonna play. You ain't gotta worry about that. You get minutes for Tibbs, you gonna get them minutes every game. Don't worry about it.
Just old school, man. That shit don't work no more though.
I'm happy about my nigga D Rose though. I'm glad he back to balling out.
You're right. I'm shocked. Thibs ain't break him yet.
This what he needed. He needed to play 30 minutes a game.
Getting it. Guess that's it on the agenda, huh?
yeah, that's all. That's all we had. That's all I had. We've been on here for about 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we did. We got a good enough chunk, man. I say we pick this back up. What's today? Monday. Let's do Thursday.
Yeah, we could do Thursday. That should be unless I end up doing something. I'll be happy when I get like all my when I get like a bunch of subscribers so I can do this shit on mobile.
Hell yeah. But shit, we just keep doing this shit. Keep getting this. Keep figuring out this shit. Keep doing it. We'll get this shit. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I think we can next week. I want to shoot for next week. One of them days we can have a big podcast about the music that came out this year. But I need to get everybody and pick a day where everybody can come on.
Yeah, get everybody a chance to listen to a few different things they wanna listen to. Give it one more run for the years out.
Yep.
We could definitely do that before the New Year's or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, let's shoot for Thursday though.
All right, we could definitely come back on Thursday.
All right, fellas.
All right.
All right.